Hello, and welcome back to a humble look at ScourgeBringer. A humble look at is the series where we take a look at the 8 or so games included in the monthly Humble Choice bundle and see whether they are any good, just mediocre, or an utter bloody rip-off even included in the bundle. This time we are looking at ScourgeBringer, which is a obviously pixel art style, platforming, hack and slash, roguelite, Souls-like inspired thing. Now, normally this series is supposed to be a blind look, but due to some recording issues, I have already played the game, so we'll be having another look at it there. So I do know a little bit more than what is ideal for this series, but I don't think it's going to make any difference when you see how crap I am at the game as we go. Let's jump on in, shall we? So, ScourgeBringer is a challenging game, but fear not, the game uses an adaptive difficulty system which scales with your skill to smooth out your experience. If you're looking for the raw deal, you can disable the adaptive difficulty in the accessibility settings at any given time. We don't know where it came from. We lost the dates and places, the scriptures of those dark times. It destroyed the cities, we still roam their remains. It killed countless, now we are so few. It moves and travels as we move and flee. We call it the ScourgeBringer. Some ventured in it hoping to find answers, but no one has ever returned from its depths. Kyra. Kyra or Kyra? Kyra, yeah, probably. Kyra. Go forth, child, you are the strongest of us all. And here we have our very cranky girl, with our little robot companion. Discover what unspeakable sin that we have committed. Face the ordeal, change the judgment. Okay, it wasn't just me the first time through. That last page was awfully written. The ScourgeBringer awaits. The unknown. So we are now inside. Blast 32, our little robot companion, says hostile environment detected. Enabling anti-threat protocols, proceed with caution. So as you can see, straight away we are greeted with quite nice little pixel art environment. And this fancy little piece of technology, along with our dead friend, actually shows us a little map of the first areas. So let's jump through. So we have little tutorial bits on the side, and we can double jump our way up. And then we can drop down through the platforms, pretty standard so far. And now we get some wall running, which is always helpful. And now we have a little monster. So Blast 32 says lockdown in progress, unknown threat spotted, suggesting dispatch using force to lift the lockdown. So we'll jump up and we'll attack him. As you can see, as long as we're hitting the attack button, which is X in this case, we just auto-target and auto-lock to the enemy we're attacking. Out of range enemies, suggesting dash attacks to reach distant targets. So we can hit RB to jump towards the other targets. It does go where you're pointing with the left analog stick. Blast 32 says caution, you can be harmed during dash attacks. Long reach required to exit, suggesting combining a double jump with a dash attack. So, double jump and then a dash attack. Weakness analysed. A heavy smash attack will be effective if timed properly. So a heavy smash attack is the one that gives us our stunner power, which bounces them around the room and lets us attack them quite successfully. So we just beat up those two that weren't really resisting, and we jump to the next level. Enabling long-range armament. Blast 32 units can fire bullets with energy. Energy refills with the strength of user impacts. So you can see our reloading energy on the side along with our weapon, which is just a basic pistol so far. Suggesting using close combat force to refill blast 32 unit energy. So let's speed up these guys. And for the tutorial purposes, we've fully filled up. Weaponry refilled, long-range bullets available, blast for rapid disposal of threats. So right trigger to just screw that guy up. And onwards. So what we have here is a blood altar. If you wish to survive, take the blood. If you want the ordeal, take the blood. If you seek judgment, take the blood. The blood grants power, the power to create chaos. Seek power. And we've acquired a skill point now. Those will come in handy later. So now we have our first real enemies. The first ones that can actually harm us, really. And as you can see, they shoot quite a lot. So with these guys, you do tend to want to stun them while you beat them up. So we have a strange egg, which gives back 2 HP. And blast 32 says quantum distortions detected, analysing. Identification of a portal to an unknown place. Possible eggs, enabling mapping sensors. So there you can see in the top right, we've got our little map now. So we'll grab that health and we'll jump into the beginning of the real game. Now, because it's a vaguely Souls-like game, or rather because it's a vaguely roguelike game, when we die we get the opportunity to expand our skills. I'm definitely going to die soon, as I'm not very good at this kind of game, but then we'll get to see how the leveling up progression system works. Blast 32 says arriving at unknown location, high density of threats detected, extreme caution applies. So I've gone left and I've gone right and I think I've gone up, so let's go down now. And of course, straight into combat with all sorts of fun things, including little bat creatures. Yeah, so you can see that from killing all those critters, we've acquired blood down there in the bottom right. We have 30 blood so far. Where to go, where to go? Let's go right. And now we have fat bats and the weird crawly wall mortary things. So yeah, I'm definitely getting better, but I'm still not great. It's a very smooth platforming, as you can see. The character goes exactly where I tell them to. Granted, I often tell them to go to the wrong place, but it's very smooth, very precise, very competently made. Oops, I just fell on some spikes that had popped up. Of course, we've got our little worm friends on the walls. So yes, we are up to 108 blood now. Let's see if we can find somewhere to spend that. So you've got to try and get through here without falling onto the spikes, which is easier said than done. Okay, so let's go up. Okay, so it looks like the worm things can actually harm us. Oh, and I got my ass kicked. That was unexpected and non-fun. But it does give us an opportunity to check out the progression system. So, step 1, 2 minutes 59 seconds. Judges, 0. Those appear to be the area bosses. Room 7 out of 22. And Crabbot, old security bot that used to be dangerous. Or still is. So, the Charming Tree. So we meet a new friend. Welcome to the Charming Tree. It's the tree who keeps us alive. Who am I? Gagaro, I guess. I'm from Expedition 6. Or was that 16? You're not a seeker? Let's see, a warrior. Oh well, cough. I've been waiting here for an eternity to help the ones who need me. That I remember. Now go, blood. Blood is power. I need to think. The gift. The small glowing altar by the tree. Thinking. So let's jump on the altar, and this is where we get access to our skill tree and spelling the old skill points. So the two we have at the start to choose from is lightning travel, which is our old fast travel, and we've got oak skin, which gives one more permanent max HP. Now I'm crap, so I'll go with that. And then we jump into our little portal back to the entangled ingress. So this is where we were before. Let me see if I can't find someone else to introduce us to before we wrap things up. So, it's good music, but I'm starting to think it's a bit repetitive. Oops, I lost one health there. Got to avoid those bullets if I'm not just stuck there. I blame the game for that hit. For a change, rather than just me being garbage. There we go. Down to 2 more health. Well, whoopsie. So here we have... Oh, is this one of our judges? Yes, I have a feeling this is not going to end well for me. Nope, I took a hit there. You can see that he gets really well hit by the heavy ones, the stuns. I'm not sure if we can see his health bar, but we're definitely doing better than I had previously. Or so I was saying. So that was an icon shot, an all-seeing bot, prompt to evade, extremely vulnerable to splash attacks. And the ordeal shall continue. So that's... We're back to the Charming Tree, so you can definitely see the roguelike elements there. I think we might end this one a little earlier than normal. Mostly because it's not my kind of game, but it's very competently made, it's just not my kind of thing. If you do like roguelikes, especially platformers, it seems to be very competently made so far. Obviously you don't know anything about the later game and the replayability value, but so far it seems okay. You've got some obvious progression, and we've got our Souls-like bit, which is the blood that you start gaining every run through, and then you can get certain abilities that rely on the amount of blood you have to do extra damage and things. So yeah, that has been a humble look at ScourgeBringer. So far in the series, we have looked at Shady Part of Me, a surprisingly competent platforming psychological game, and 5 Days. An absolutely abysmal, far worse than expected, idiot dating simulator. Stay the hell away from that one, but if you're into platforming, we've got 2 reasonably decent titles in the February choice bundles. So if you're into that, hopefully you'll have a good time with those 2. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.